Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach. It's just out of reach. The remote is just out of reach. So I've still got the Dream Airlines San Francisco to Melbourne, and we're just over Vanuatu / New Caledonia. So if you hear a slight airplane sound in the background, that's what it's just out of reach. But anyway, usually when I talk about something, it's like I have a thesis. I kind of worked it through in my head. This is just like I just kind of saw it as like, all right, I'll cover that. So I've been listening to the Rob Liefeld YouTube channel. He had a Spotify, something like that, podcast for a few years during lockdown, and then he kind of continued it for a while, and I believe he stopped and is doing YouTube now. And they're very good, but they're exhausting because you can't knock out like 3 of them in a row. It's kind of like It's Always Sunny. Like he's very up and he's very excited, and it's like it just makes all the adrenaline. But anyway, so this is from yesterday, I believe. I think day before yesterday. No limits. That's him, not me. He said that. So let's talk about this. I don't represent the change, the technology, and the engagement. I don't represent the change, comma. The technology and the engagement has changed the game entirely. I can reach the folks who enjoy my work all over the world without limits. No ratings on sites. My ratings on sites like Whatnot are stellar. By the way, I barely understand what Whatnot is. I believe it's a place where you bid on things that are exclusive, or you just buy them for a set price, like collectibles, signed collectibles, different exclusives, things like that. That's I think so. We deliver a unique custom product of the highest quality. The secret? Question mark. I've never stopped being a fan myself. Sorry. I know what I want, and I try to give that to folks who enjoy my work. Sky is the limit. And then he shows this. He's been talking about it, but he's so up and excited. Like, I don't know if this was really successful or just he was just happy about it. But it looks like it actually is successful. So Screen Rant does YOUNGBLOOD's $500,000 milestone represent a seismic change for the entire comic industry? Well, why? Why do you have to frame it like that? It's like all those freaking YouTubers where they're like, is this the best movie or the worst? It's like probably in the middle. Why do you have to frame it like that so it's like not a thing? Okay, so let's go see the article. By the way, it bothers me that when he goes there, or maybe did he make this up? When I go there, I see this. In breaking comic news, Rob Liefeld has revealed that his direct-to-consumer launch of Youngblood #1 has generated $500,000 in gross sales across 5 variant editions sold through his website. Liefeld himself is just coming off the heels of a public spat. It's a good word, spat. With Marvel Comics that left his career as a writer-artist in question. Not really. Now, with this phenomenal success, Liefeld has proven there are other ways for creators to see major success that cut out the middleman. I don't know why they're pretending like crowdfunding doesn't exist. Maybe the crowdfunding campaign itself is considered to be something in between, so that's not direct to customer. If you've ever been in a business meeting these days, like the way they're like B to B to C, B to C to B, like what? And then they'll like make up new ones. A lot of people think this is B to B to C, but it's actually B to A to B to C. Shut the fuck up. Direct to consumer, I understand that. Okay, so Rob Liefeld launched a bespoke, wow, look at this, bespoke spat, launched a bespoke direct-to-consumer version of YOUNGBLOOD, #1, last April, offering it exclusively through his website. The release has since generated $500,000 in sales across 5 different cover editions. Liefeld has had this to say about his success. I believe comic book talent, just like the studios, need different revenue streams. Direct-to-consumer is a giant revenue stream. When Marvel and DC decide to tap that vein that I just tapped into, it will be massive. Liefeld made it clear that releasing his work directly to fans is a strategy he plans to continue. He is also preparing to launch a new revenue stream with a mass market edition of stories through Image Comics. Okay, so he's putting comics in comic book stores. Rob Liefeld's bold comic strategy redefines creator-fan relationships. I don't know. Aren't you just selling something on a website? I mean, cool. You're selling something on a website. I don't see how it's so groundbreaking. It's a good amount of money. Rob Liefeld also noted that these direct-to-consumer editions of YOUNGBLOOD, #1, that fans purchased in April will be unique to them. Meanwhile, the mass-market editions will sport different cover art and even exclusive different pages in some cases to preserve what was special about the original versions. It's apparent that Rob Liefeld's goal isn't just to provide comics tailored specifically for his fans, but comics that provide a unique reading experience to each fan who supports him. Is this a paid ad? In recent years, a growing number of comic creators like Rob Liefeld have begun stepping away from major publishers like Marvel and DC. Say like Rick Remender. And this thing just keeps on going with very little information. Rob Liefeld's 500,000 success signals a new era for independent comics. Is this like 5 articles? This is like just 5 versions of the same point. Okay. Through experiments like this, creators continue to find... Okay, this is just blather. Should have gone to the source. Is this going to take me to the actual article or just to the... Okay. Probably should have started here. Rob Liefeld's YOUNGBLOOD. I don't know why Rob didn't share the link for this. Passes $500,000 after selling the book directly on his website. Okay, so yeah, just multiple revenue streams and a direct-to-consumer with some unique variants that won't be sold in other places. All right, cool. See if there's anything else. No, it's kind of the same old thing. So it's collectibles for divorced dentists. And, oh, that's nice. Man, I watched this 2 videos by Daniel Warren Johnson. It was promoting The Moon is Following Us, which is not interesting to me. But he did a really good... It was just like him and Riley Rossmo just kind of hanging out and just being like hippie nerds, I guess, at his house, and just kind of talking about being creative. I would say that's very different than this, which is very much in the merch collectibles sphere. Does anyone actually like YOUNGBLOOD? I know I'm supposed to like Perch will do a thing. He's like, I'm happy this is successful. It's like, I just care about like the story and the characters and the art. Like, I don't consider this that groundbreaking. It's 500,000, but you know that's with the Whatnot platform and I'm guessing some other things. Not trying to diminish it, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I would be more excited if he said something like, oh, I quadrupled the amount of readers through this venue, but I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing money. So, especially with the divorced dentist, one of the things I just realized is there is a ton of divorced dentists, which is a short way. It's funny, all the ways that people purposely misconstrue what I say, Nobody's done it with, like, everyone. When I say divorced dentist, like, everybody knows what it means. It's a middle-aged man with disposable income, but I never really quantified, like, how much disposable income. And I would really say with these divorced dentists, $1,000 is like nothing to them. Like, that's just, they won't even think about it twice to make a purchase of $1,000. So, I mean, is this a victory? Yes, for Rob Liefeld and whatnot. And I guess if some divorced dentists want a variant cover by Daniel Warren Johnson. I'm about the story and the characters. Youngblood characters suck. I love Rob Liefeld, but these characters suck and they've never gotten better and they're stupid as fuck. And it's been 30 years plus and there's never been a single, like, he never even got like a, because he worked with Alan Moore, but he would put Alan Moore on like Supreme. Like, Alan Moore didn't do anything with Youngblood, right? I don't know why he wouldn't do that. I mean, Alan Moore did great stories with Wildcats, Spawn versus Wildcats, but yeah, I think this is one of those things that you're supposed to get excited about because there's no limits. But it's just essentially a celebrity selling merch. So I'm not that impressed. I don't think it's any kind of trend being created for the industry. I just think it's something good that happened to Rob this year. I don't know if this can be repeated to the same extent because a lot of this is just novelty. It's like, oh, interesting. Oh, okay. And again, with these divorced dentists, anything less than $1,000, that's just petty cash to them. Anyway, hungry. Thanks for watching. Bye.